Hello and welcome to Dark and Stormy Book Club. This week we have a new program called Rapid Reads. Enjoy! I'm Ann Dark.
I'm Tracy Stormy.
And I'm Kathy Knight.
And together we are
It Was a Dark and Stormy Book Club,
a podcast for mystery lovers.
Welcome.
If you enjoy our show, please consider contributing to the Dark and Stormy Patreon. By becoming a patron, you will help us create better and quality content. There are also benefits to becoming a patron, such as exclusive content and Dark and Stormy merchandise. Become a supporter at patreon.com/darkandstormybc. Check our website for the link. We appreciate any and all contributions. Thank you.
Hello, constant listeners. We have a special episode today. We love all of our authors, but there are only 52 weeks in a year. We can't possibly get to them all. So in order to try to highlight a few more, we are going to start doing these rapid reads.
We started now because the holidays are coming up. And you may be looking for a new idea for a present for your mystery lover.
Or if you just want to hunker down over the winter and stock up as much as you can, this will help you do that.
Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to look at 6 books for this episode. We are going to tell you just a little bit about them. We will start with Tracy.
My first book is called The Militia House by John Milas. It was published in July of this year. I was really surprised by this book because it's a military mystery and I didn't think I was going to like it, but I ended up loving it because it had a mysterious, eerie element about it. It's been described as Stephen King meets Tim O'Brien. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this because it is very good.
My first book is called Midnight is the Darkest Hour. It's by Ashley Winstead and it's published by Source Books. A deliciously dark tale, one of power and corruption, secret cults, and ancient myths. It has atmosphere in spades with the dark, creepy swamp, ancient legends, and hints of a witchcraft-like cult. The novel is a slow-burning tinderbox of fear and tension waiting to explode, and explode it does, in a detonation that will be felt by all. When it came out, October 3rd.
The next book is Murder with Chocolate Tea by Karen Rose Smith. It will release on November 28th. It's put out by Kensington. Tea shop owner and bride-to-be Daisy Swanson must solve a murder before she can say I do, in the latest Daisy Tea Garden mystery set in Pennsylvania's Amish country.
My next book is What Wild Women Do. It is written by Karma Brown. A 1970s feminist faces the cost of loss and adversity as she strives to create a better future for women at her Adirondacks camp, while an aspiring screenwriter of today makes a shocking discovery that sets her on a course of rewriting her own story. That came out October 24th.
The next book is called The Last Applicant by Rebecca Hanover. It was on sale October 24th of this year. It's put out by Lake Union Publishing. Hanover makes her adult debut with a twisty, provocative psychological thriller. This novel deftly addresses grief, jealousy, lust, obsession, as well as love and forgiveness, while compelling readers with its beguiling characters and relentless suspense.
My next book is by a friend of the show, Tess Gerritsen. Her new book is called The Spy Coast, and it came out November 1st from Thomas and Mercer. Master storyteller Tess Gerritsen has written an ingenious, spellbinding novel that moves from Bangkok to a small town in Maine, seductive settings where secrets are kept and lives upended. This is a nice take on retirement. 5 old spooks whose bones may ache, but whose minds remain sharp. You can expect mystery, action, and bloodshed in this exciting thriller launched straight from the peaceful shores of Maine.
Well, there you go. 6 books to either put on your to-be-read list or for gift giving. None of them will disappoint.
And we tried to get a little bit of a different genre in there. We got a cozy, a spy novel,
psychological thriller, and a military mystery.
There should be something for quite a few of you out there. Trivia. Last week's question was, which mystery author used the pseudonym Mark Sandler, John Crow, Carl Decker, and William Arden? A. Dan Brown, B. John Grisham, C. Mickey Spillane, or D. Michael Collins? The answer is D. Michael Collins. Beginning in 1968 with The Mystery of the Moaning Cave and ending in 1989 with Hot Wheels, Collins wrote 14 novels under the pen name of William Arden for the juvenile detective series The Three Investigators, which was originated by Robert Arthur. Under this same name, he wrote 5 novels featuring Private Eye Kane Jackson, a former military policeman who has become an industrial security specialist. The first Jackson novel, A Dark Power, appeared in 1968. As Arden, he also wrote the highly regarded espionage short story, Success of a Mission, which was a finalist for the Edgar Award in 1968. Prolific, explaining that he had more ideas than he knew what to do with. In addition to his Collins name, he created additional series under the pseudonyms Mark Sadler, John Crow, and Carl Decker. For a few years, he published under the 3 of these pseudonyms at the same time at 3 different publishing houses. This week's question is, Mark Andrew Twitchell is a Canadian filmmaker. He became famous in April of 2001 for what? A. He used a fictional murderer as a guideline for the crime. B. He pulled off the biggest jewel heist in history. C. He murdered his wife and 6 children. And D. He murdered a man and filmed the murder. Tune in next week for the answer.
Before we go, we need to thank the most important people in our world, our patrons.
Jan Hendrickson,
Stacy Pillar,
Jackie Ross Flom,
Terry Wenzel,
Liz Decker,
Art Kilmer,
Tammy Prince,
and Cynthia Cerisi. We love every one of you. We have a small but very dedicated group.
You are the grease that turns these wheels. Without you, we couldn't put this on as much as we do.
And if you'd like to join this small but mighty group
and make it a big vat of grease,
You can go to our website and click on the Patreon button, or you can go directly to Patreon. Join us there at Dark Stormy BC. Or if you just would like to put a little money in our tip jar, you can go to our website and there you will find our little tip jar.
And we appreciate every penny donated. It all goes towards programs or content to make this podcast a little better. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And since this is the beginning of the holiday season, we know there are very isolated people.
We hope that we can be a voice to someone who's having a hard time or having issues, and we don't want anyone to feel alone. And we thank you again for listening, and we hope you'll join us next week.
And if you live in the United States, happy Turkey Day.
Definitely. Gobble, gobble. And remember,
life would be boring without a little mystery.
Ta-da!
Bye.
Bye.